All right, good day, good day, good day. I want to welcome you back to another Ask Lady Jules. And this is a question that I often hear that we're going to talk about on today. If you are spending 20 plus hours a week creating content from scratch, you aren't just wasting time, you are leaking spiritual capacity. You are likely operating in a state of high functioning anxiety, trying to feed the algorithm while starving your spirit. But what if I told you that the hustle you feel trapped in is actually a stewardship issue? And today I'm going to show you how to take a single 15-minute video or a single part of your book if you are an author, one piece of content, and we are going to turn it into 12 distinct marketing assets from blogs to carousels in under an hour. We are going to move you from frantic creation to restful stewardship using the D.D.B framework. This is how we build wealth without the burnout. Okay, so let's get on into this, what I call a wellness led wealth. Now, understanding what we have been talking about here at my channel, where we discuss this wellness led wealth, we believe that how you build your business matters just as much as the revenue it generates. And for many entrepreneurs, especially kingdom entrepreneurs, content creation, it feels like a heavy yoke. You feel the pressure to be omnipresent, to post on every platform, and to constantly churn out new ideas. But this manual grinding is not the assignment, it is a distraction. When your nervous system is dysregulated because you are stressed about your content calendar, you cannot hear the voice of God clearly. You cannot serve your clients from a place of overflow. And in this video, we are applying my signature D.D.B framework, and that is discern, dismantle, and build to your content strategy. We aren't just looking for marketing hacks. We are looking for what I call a liturgy of leverage. We are going to learn how to use modern tools as digital stewards so you can get back to the work you were actually called to do. And this is very fine to my heart because this has been the process that I have had to go through. This has been, so I'm literally sharing my story and my journey and how we get here and how I use this D.D.B framework. So the first part of the framework is to discern. Before we touch a single piece of software, we have to discern where the leaks are in your current capacity. I want you to be honest with yourself right now. When you sit down to write an email or edit a reel, what happens to your body? Do your shoulders tense up? Does your breathing get shallow? That is your nervous system signaling that you have entered survival mode. You are trying to manually perform tasks that should be systematized. In the kingdom, stewardship isn't just about money, it is about energy. And if you are manually editing video clips for 3 hours, you are leaking capacity that could be used for prayer, for strategy, or even for rest, right? So I want you to think about this. When we talk about discernment, discernment reveals that the content hamster wheel is a trap. Listen, it's a trap because it keeps you busy but not fruitful. And we need to locate these capacity leaks. Are you writing every caption from scratch? Are you filming 5 different videos for 5 different platforms? This fragmentation is the enemy of peace. It creates a fractured focus. The goal of discernment is to realize that your current way of working is costing you more than just your time. It's costing you your peace. And quite frankly, if the enemy can keep you busy editing, he doesn't have to worry about you leading. So we must discern that manual content creation at scale is no longer a viable strategy for the wellness led leader. It is time to stop leaking and start leveraging. Now, once we have discerned the leak, then we move to dismantle. And I always say this, if you've been tracking along, this is the hardest part for high achievers because we have to dismantle the idols of hustle culture. The world tells you that your value is tied to your output. It says that, well, if you aren't exhausted, then you aren't working hard enough. And I'm here to tell you that that is a lie. We need to reject market based pricing that demands you to trade hours for dollars. We need to reject the hustle based marketing that demands that you trade your sanity for views. So when I talk about dismantling, dismantling means we stop glorifying the grind. We have to dismantle the belief that harder is holier. See, in this phase, we make a decision. We will not let the algorithm dictate our rhythm. We are dismantling the manual workflow. You know, the one where you film a video and then you spend an hour writing a blog and then another hour designing a graphic and another hour writing an email. I'm here to tell you that's the old way. It is linear, it is slow, and it is exhausting. Instead, we are adapting a mindset of rest as strategy. We are designing a system that honors the Sabbath. So if your business collapses because you took one day off, then you don't have a business. You know what you have? You have bondage. So we dismantle the chaos by deciding that we will create one core piece of value, one foundation video, and allow the systems to handle the rest. We are dismantling the need to be the sole generator of every single word and pixel. We are making room for help. Now we build. This is where we implement the Sabbath honoring systems. We are going to build a workflow that turns one 15-minute video into 12 pieces of content, 12 posts. We aren't doing this alone, though. We are employing what I call digital stewards. These are tools, AI tools like Descript, ChatGPT, Canva. I want you to think of them not as cheating, but as your digital staff helping you to steward your message. And here is the exact workflow that I want you to build. First, I want you to record one foundation video. And this is 15 minutes of you teaching your expertise. This is the deep, authoritative, soulful content. You do this once a week. That is it. That is your active work. And then in step 2, we upload that video into a tool called Descript. Now, Descript is a powerful digital steward, and it doesn't just transcribe your video, it allows you to edit the video by editing the text. So it removes the ums and the ahs automatically. But this is where it all takes place because inside of Descript, we use their AI features to instantly find the most viral moments. And we clip those out to create 3 5 vertical short form videos that you can use for Instagram Reels, TikTok, and also YouTube Shorts. Now, in step 3, we take the full transcript from that foundation video and we bring it to ChatGPT. Or you can use Claude, you can use Perplexity, you can use Gemini, whichever tool that you use. But we don't just dump it there. We command it with authority. We ask it to act as a copywriter. And we tell it, based on this transcript, write a soulful SEO optimized blog post, a compelling newsletter for my list, and a threaded post for LinkedIn. And then suddenly your own spoken word has become the written word. And you haven't typed a thing, but your voice is now on your blog and in inboxes. You see how this works? And the other important thing about that is if you have already trained your chat GPT, meaning that you have seeded it with your content, you have seeded it with your voice, it's going to sound like you. It's not going to sound robotic. All right. Now, when we get to step number 4, this is where we move to Canva and we take those quotes and insights that ChatGPT pulled for us, and now we use Canva's bulk create feature. We can generate 5 to 10 quote graphics or a seamless carousel in literally minutes. So let's look at what we have built from that one 15-minute recorded session. And it could be a video, it could be a transcript from a sermon message, it could be a chapter from your book. Now you have a long form YouTube video, you have a podcast episode using just the audio, you have a blog post, an email newsletter, a LinkedIn article, 3 to 5 reels or shorts. You have a Twitter or an X thread. You have 5 quote graphics for stories, a carousel for the feed, pins for Pinterest. Whatever it is, or wherever you are posting, this is what we have created. Recent data from HubSpot shows that this specific workflow can save over 20 hours a week. That's 20 hours given back to your family, your health, your relationship with God. That is the build phase. We build systems that allow us to rest. So, in my conclusion on today, content repurposing is not about being lazy, it's about leverage. It is about recognizing that the message God gave you is too valuable for it to be used once and discarded. When you use the D.D.B framework, discern the leak, dismantle the hustle, and build the system, you are regulating your nervous system. You are stepping out of the frantic energy of the world and into the abundant flow of the kingdom. You can possess a premium brand without paying the price of burnout. You can be visible without being exhausted. Now, if you want to walk through this D.D.B framework in detail, I am preparing a content capacity guide for you. And it's going to break down the exact prompts to use with your digital stewards and also a checklist for this workflow. And I also invite you to our Notebook LM beginners class because I'm going to be showing you how to use Notebook LM to do all of the things concerning your content. So make sure you click the link in the description because this is my gift to you to help you to reclaim your time. If this video blessed you, if it gave you permission to breathe again, please like this video, share it with someone, and subscribe to the channel because we are building a movement of wealthy, well, and wise women here. So I'm Shelby Frederick, also known as Lady Jills. And remember, wealth is not just what you make, wealth is how you live. Be blessed, and we'll be back here for another video. Blessings.